In this video, I'll explain why it's vital that you design the structure of your YouTube channel rather than just simply uploading videos randomly. Once I've done that, I'll explain the very simple 4-step design process that I follow to design the structure of this particular channel, Retirement Reimagined, and then I'll go behind the scenes and show you how I actually implemented that on this channel.
So here's why design matters to the machine.
The YouTube algorithm's main job is to find the perfect viewer for your videos. In order to do that, it needs to understand what your YouTube channel is about. And the way it gets that understanding is it analyses the content on your channel. So it crawls around all the different videos on your channel and builds a picture of what your channel's about. And it uses that picture to determine the best viewers to show your videos to. Now, if your site or channel is poorly structured, actually crawling round the channel will be difficult. If your channel's about lots of different topics, it will confuse the algorithm. It won't be able to understand what your channel's about. So it won't be able to create a very clear picture, which means it will struggle to find the right viewers for your channel.
And here's why design matters to your viewers.
Time's precious for all of us. We seem to have less and less of it, so we don't want to waste any of it. That means that if I, like anyone else, land on a new YouTube channel, if I can't instantly decide if it's going to be of value to me, I move on. I find a different channel. And we make that decision really, really quickly. That's why good design is vital. So if I land on a channel, I land on a particular video and it's good content, and I can see related videos that I'd be interested in, and the channel is easy to navigate around, these playlists, for example, then I'm very likely to stick around and I'll probably subscribe. So that's why good design is vital for your viewers as well as for the YouTube algorithm. So enough of the why, let's now move on to the simple 4-step process that I've used to design this YouTube channel, this Retirement Reimagined channel. The first step is to define your content pillars. That sets the scope of the videos that you're going to create. If a video idea doesn't neatly fit into one of the pillars that you've identified, you don't film it. So it keeps you on track, it keeps you focused. What I'd suggest though is that I'd focus on just one pillar to begin with. So to give you an example, on this channel, Retirement Reimagined, the original plan was to talk about purpose and income in retirement, finances in retirement, health in retirement, and lifestyle in retirement, so hobbies, holidays, whatever. I do know though that if I was to just start creating videos across each of those pillars, it'd be very difficult for the YouTube algorithm to understand what my channel's about. So I'm just focusing on the purpose and income pillar to begin with. And by doing that and only creating videos beneath that pillar, it will be straightforward for the algorithm to really understand what my channel's about and therefore find the right viewer.
Steps 2 and 3 are the most important steps in this design process. So I'm keen to make sure that my explanation of them lands with you. And I always think a simple diagram aids any explanation, which is why I've switched to my laptop screen. So what that diagram represents is the homepage of a new YouTube channel, which basically consists of a videos section and a playlist section. There are other sections, but they're not all that important to begin with. These are the ones we need to focus on. So, back to the process. We're now at step 2. You've selected the pillar that you want to focus on. Step 2 is about decomposing that pillar into sub-pillars. And the way I like to view sub-pillars is like a course curriculum or the steps in a transformational journey that you want to take a viewer on. So to try and bring that to life a little bit, if I take you through the sub-pillars that I've come up with for my Retirement Reimagined channel. So, basically, this channel, as the name suggests, is all about retirement, topics that are important in retirement. And when I originally sat down and thought about this channel, the pillars I came up with were purpose and income in retirement, health and well-being in retirement, lifestyle and legacy in retirement, and managing finances in retirement. But I wanted to pick one to start with so that it makes it easy for the algorithm to understand what this channel's about. So I chose purpose and income. And for me, the vehicle for providing purpose and income is going to be an online business that I'm building. So when I thought about decomposing the purpose and income pillar into its sub-pillars, these are the sub-pillars that came to mind. And if you look at them, it follows some kind of transformational journey. So if you're thinking about setting up an online business, you need to know what you do to get started. You need to know what systems you need to set up and how you set them up. You need to know how you're going to get traffic and grow an audience. You need to know about creating products. You need to know about making money. And you need to know about the mindset and the productivity sort of techniques you need to underpin all of that. So, in my mind, a new viewer to this channel who's interested in setting up their own online business in retirement, when they land on the homepage of my channel and they see these playlists, they know they're in the right place. They know there's going to be content about each of these sub-pillars or topics. Step 3 is about linking related videos together to encourage binge viewing. The longer you can keep people on your channel, the better. So this step is a little bit different to the previous 2 steps. It's more of a design consideration. It's something you need to think about every time you upload a video, whereas identifying your pillars and sub-pillars is something you do at the start of setting your channel up, and you might revisit it a few months down the line, but it's not something you're doing all the time. Step 3 is something you have to consider every time you upload a video. To try and bring this to life a little bit, if you look at this representation of my channel, at the time of filming, I've only got 3 videos on there, and you'll notice that each video belongs to a particular sub-pillar. That's pretty straightforward, because as I said previously, your sub-pillars define the scope for your video content. If you come up with a video idea and it doesn't fit into one of those sub-pillars, then you don't shoot the video. So if you've actually shot the video, you already know which pillar it belongs to, or which sub-pillar it belongs to, sorry. The other design consideration every time you upload a video is there a related video I can link to encourage the viewer to stay on my channel consuming content? If there is, you link to it. If there isn't, You can revisit this video a few weeks or months down the line when you've uploaded more content, and the likelihood is there will be a related video you can link to. This interlinking is really important because it makes your channel sticky. It makes people stick around for longer than one video. And it's also very helpful to the YouTube algorithm as well. It helps YouTube understand how your content is wired together, and therefore it helps it to understand your channel and to constantly refine the audience it finds for you. The final step in this process is to design the visual architecture or the look and feel of your YouTube channel. And there's a really simple way to do that, which is having consistent thumbnails. So if you look at the thumbnails on my channel, you'll notice that they're all headshots of me sat in a room in my house with minimal text on them. The only thing I haven't quite got right for consistency is the font. The font's different in each one of them. Ideally it should be the same, but I will fix that pretty soon. But familiarity is important. It creates trust. So that's it really. It's no more complicated than that. Come up with a format for your thumbnails and stick to it, and that's all you need to do. Now that I've walked you through the YouTube channel design process, I thought it'd be helpful to show you how I've implemented that process on my Retirement Reimagined channel. This is the home page, so you'll notice straight away the two sections that I mentioned, the video section and the playlist section. But I think the place to start is this here, which is the home page description. So if I expand that, this is a 1,000 characters of really useful information to the viewer to understand what your channel's about, but more importantly to the YouTube algorithm. This is your opportunity to tell YouTube exactly what your channel's about. So if you notice in the first sentence I mentioned purpose and income, which is the initial pillar that I'm going to be creating content around. If you go down to this lower paragraph, you'll notice I've mentioned each of the sub pillars. So getting started online, course setup and systems, etc. And this middle paragraph, I've been very explicit about the main purpose of this channel, which is building a simple online retirement business from scratch. So that should make it very clear to viewers, but as I say, more importantly to the YouTube algorithm, what this channel's about, so they'll be able to determine the perfect people to show this channel's content to. Moving down, perhaps if we look at the playlist, let's have a look at the playlist. There's only 2 at the minute because the other playlists are empty. There aren't any videos in them. But this is another way that people can navigate the channel. It's related content all belongs to the Getting Started Online playlist or sub-pillar in this instance. And then if I go back, let's go to the videos, I think. If I click into a video, just stop it for a moment. If I then scroll down and look at the description, you'll notice that I've included a link to the playlist or sub-pillar that this video belongs to. And I've included a link to a related video that I think would be a great next video for a viewer to watch. Then if I go into the actual video itself, if I scroll right to the end, you'll notice that I've utilised a YouTube feature called end screens to pop up a link
It gives you back
to the related video. Should be coming anytime
purpose,
soon.
trust and respect,
Let's see.
structure and routine,
Bit of patience. Come on.
human connection, which I think is vital, and income.
So there you go.
I'd love to
So
know your
that's
thoughts.
another
So by all
opportunity
means,
for a viewer to link to a related video. So hopefully you can see from that how everything hangs together, how everything's very intuitive, how the playlist, once all of them are there, will show a clear curriculum or transformation journey, and how I've linked content together so that the YouTube algorithm can understand how this channel hangs together, but also to encourage stickiness and to keep people on the channel.
okay, so there you have it. It's, I'm sure you'll agree, a pretty straightforward process to design a YouTube channel. So what I recommend, if you haven't done it for your channel yet, just take a little bit of time. Map out your content pillars, pick one of them, and map out the sub-pillars for that one pillar. And then if you're happy to, put the name of your channel, the pillar and the sub-pillars in the comments. And if you'd like any feedback, just ask. I'm more than happy to do that. So until next time, take it easy.